I'm Doug Czor, and I'm trying to do something that has never been done before, to create artworks that inspire people and young people to be interested in science. I've found that being both a scientist and an artist at the same time has given me more tools to solve problems that other people couldn't. By adding the creativity of art with the creativity of science, coming together, a synergy is produced that gives you more room and more tools to create and discover new directions. My father was a food chemist. My mom was a dress designer. So she was into the arts. So they both allowed me to be creative. My father gave me a microscope, and for the first time, I looked at pond water. I saw the microorganisms and the algae floating around and moving. It was a whole entire new universe, and that I never saw before. You know, I was just looking at trees and grass, and that's what they are. That's the only thing that's there, but no. There's a whole new universe. And that created so large of an epiphany in me that it changed my life to, yes, I definitely want to be a scientist. Later on, as I got older, a friend of his was an amateur astronomer, so they brought over an 8-inch reflector. And I was looking at all kinds of things, and it was so inspiring that astronomy became an interesting subject for me to read about from then on. My father was a reader of science fiction. And so he had his collection of science fiction books, and he didn't try to teach me to read science fiction, but I was always interested in what he was reading, so I'd sneak over and grab one of his science fiction books, and I began to read science fiction, which is very much about astronomy. Most of the writers of science fiction are interested in astronomy and going out there, exploring, and we human beings, we're explorers. Scientists are explorers. We're looking into new parts of the universe that we've never seen before, and so astronomy is going out there. I like to go out there. I was asked to come into this mechanical engineering graduate class and discuss the problem of how to be more creative with building a bridge across a river. The owners of the property on one side of the river did not want a bridge through their property. And so by me telling the students that they could design concrete that was more sound absorbing, more textured. They could put a curvature into the bridge so that it looked beautiful. Why do we have to just put a concrete tube across the river when it could actually be the most beautiful bridge in all of New Mexico? And it could incorporate places for people to watch birds on the river. And as it turned out, they built the bridge exactly that way. They added all those features. And I was really surprised. It convinced the landowners to allow the bridge to go through. The adding of creativity to an engineering problem that solved the problem. This was proof to me that we want science, we want engineering, we want to get into that. And that inspired me to keep going and to continue to do art and science exhibitions and art and science artwork myself.